What's going on, guys? Aggronix and welcome back to week 7 of the ElysianUCL. Yesterday you saw our preview for all the battles that went up, and today I'm bringing you a team prep for the team I'm going to be bringing against my opponent, 6 paths of the Kentucky Kabutops. Now, his team is very, very, very threatening. Actually, I have it right here, and I'll throw it up for you guys. Let me just find it very quickly. He has a very, very threatening team. He actually made really, really good trades in his bye week. I think he definitely got one of the best bye weeks in terms of what he got. So his team is Mew, Heatran, Vaporeon, Tornadus, Lucario, Electros, Rhydon, Clefairy, Haunter, Tauros, and Megaladios. Now, some of the key things in his team, Heatran being weak to ground and having Megaladios there with Levitate and Tornadus and Electros is really, really nice. There's definitely a bit of synergy there. His Mew being weak to Dark and having a justified Lucario there is pretty nice. He doesn't like taking fighting type attacks, but now that he has Clefairy, he kind of has that sorted now. So his team is really good. I think it's really, really good. A lot of people don't think it's good, but the Pokemon themselves, I don't think are great. I know what they're saying, but the synergy they have is really, really good. Capped it off with Vaporeon having Water Absorb, because a lot of teams, especially against me, I kind of feel like I can just click Scald with my Melodic over and over again, and I can do really well. With this team, I can't. Heatran being a huge problem. Mew is obviously a big problem, because you see, you can't really prep for Mew, because you don't know what it's going to do. So you just got to hope that you can deal with whatever he brings, and I don't feel like we can, but we're going to find out. Lucario is obviously a huge set with 3 forms of priority: Bullet Punch, Vacuum Wave, and Extreme Speed. I don't think he'll bring Extreme Speed because I have Aggron. I feel like he'll bring either Bullet Punch or Vacuum Wave. Bullet Punch because it's Sylveon, Vacuum Wave because it's Aggron. So there's kind of, they both kind of wall Lucario in different ways, but they both don't at the same time. Very interesting. Electros is a huge problem for my team, being able to wall Aggron, Melodic, even Dragonite to a certain extent. And then you have the lower threats. Tauros is actually a very, very strong mon, but I feel like Aggron can take advantage of it and do a lot with it. Haunter, because it doesn't get Focus Blast, is actually Aggron walls it decently well. It takes about 50% max from a Shadow Ball, and then Heavy Slam one-shots every single time. So Aggron is pretty set against the Haunter. And that's Life Orb, by the way. That's Life Orb. If he runs Choice Specs, he'll do a little bit more, but again, Heavy Slam still one-shots. Clefairy is not a problem because of Aggron. If Aggron goes down, while Aggron doesn't have the best, it doesn't deal well with the top things like, the Heatran, Vaporeon, Electros. It does deal very, very well with the lower part of his team, especially the Rhydon, Clefairy, Haunter, Tauros, Megaladios, and even the Mew if he doesn't bring the right Mew, because Heavy Slam does a lot of damage. So we're going to jump into this. I brought 6 mons that I felt I could deal with anything that he would bring, and those 6 mons are Aggron, Dragonite, Melodic, Sylveon, Girder, and Heliolisk. So let's start off with the captain of the Cork City Cradillys. We have Aggron, and this week we're bringing a very, very similar set as we do always, but this set I like a little bit more. So we're running Heavy Slam, Earthquake, Stealth Rock, and Avalanche. Heavy Slam's there because, oh my god, hits the following Pokemon for 100 base power or more. So we hit Mew, Tornadus, Rhydon, Clefairy, Haunter, Tauros, and Megaladios for 80 at least. Rhydon is the only one that takes 80 damage. 80 base power from Heavy Slam. Everything else takes like 120, which is great. Straight off the bat, great. And then, honestly, Aggron is really, really awesome. You can hit everything on my opponent's team, because Earthquake is obviously there for the Heatran and the Lucario. I really, really had to run Earthquake. I didn't want to, because I wanted to run, like, Superpower or something, because if the Electros comes in, I can Superpower it, and, and then even Megaladios will take something. But I felt like getting the stat drops from Superpower would be really, really annoying, and would allow him to set up with either Mew or Lucario, and I really didn't want that. Also, if I run Brick Break, I wouldn't be doing enough damage, so there was really no point. And then Avalanche is there for the Tornadus. Electros actually takes a decent amount of damage from Megaladios, obviously. Obviously, guys, if you hear that I'm, like, very, very rushed, it's because I'm having the battle in literally 20 minutes, so I'm really, really hyped, guys. Oh my god. So I think Aggron is very, very pivotal in this match. I think Aggron is super duper important. We're running Adamant, and the reason being is because of our Adamant, we're able to do a lot more things. Now, I didn't really want to bother running Impish this week, because the only Pokemon that runs Adamant not every single time. You see, okay, his team is very, very special in terms of especially offensive. Mew is the only thing that can do both. Lucario can as well. But Vaporeon, Heatran, Tornadus is usually especially offensive. He can run Superpower, but he'll probably run Focus Blast. Electros is special. He can run Knockoff, but it's usually special. Rhydon is physical, usually, definitely. Clefairy is special, Haunter is special, Tauros is physical, but Aggron takes advantage of it, and Megaladios is usually special, but can run Dragonets, which is something I'm very, very wary of. So, the Adamant is there just to hit things harder. It makes it so that things can't just swap in on me easier, and I really like that. I didn't want to run Bother Impish because the only thing that I'm really scared of, physically speaking, is Lucario. And I feel like the Lucario is going to run special, just so he can hit the Aggron. And if he does that, he can't hit Sylveon for as much, because we're running, Sylveon. And then Milotic can do a diddly diddly as well. So, I think Aggron is very, very pivotal. If I play right with him, I think Aggron could do great. Wish on Sylveon is going to be very, very important. Keeping Aggron alive is definitely the biggest thing in this match. He's not the most important mon. If I need a mon to die, it's definitely going to be Aggron. But Aggron can do a lot of work. Also, obviously, Stealth Rock is there because he doesn't have a Defogger. He doesn't have a Rapid Spinner, but he has a Defogger in Latios, Mew. No, Tornadus does not get it. I believe that's all. But those are his Defoggers. I don't think he'll run Defog on Mega Latios. Probably just Mew. But if he runs Defog on Mew, he's defensive. So that's going to be really good, because then we don't have to worry about it, nasty plot or sort of something crazy. We move on to Spyro, the MVP of almost every week, it seems like. We're running Roost, Dragon Claw, Earthquake, and Extreme Speed, 216 in HP, 64 in attack, and 228 in defense with an Adamant Nature. We're running Rostberry, because I really didn't know what to do with Dragonite. I really, really didn't know what to do, and the only thing that really, really intimidates me, hey, see right there? Pokemon ability. Jokes! The only thing that really, really scares me is Heatran with Will-O-Wisp and Vaporeon burning us with Scald. Now, Vaporeon burning us with Scald probably won't happen because he probably just go for Ice Beam. It's really annoying. I don't know what to do with Dragonite, because I know I have to bring Dragonite, but I don't quite know what to do with Dragonite. Actually, let me check something. We're going to be very unprofessional. We're going to do this live. Fuck it, we'll do it live. I love that. We're going to go Mega Latios. We're going to check something. We're going to be badasses and check something live, because I'm so good. If I'm Life Orb, because actually we can leave this Mega Latios at the same, because its defense is going to be... So, if we're Life Orb, we easily kill it with Dragon Claw, obviously. But Extreme Speed, 37 to 44. Okay. How much does Mew take? Just Mew. Yeah, that's specially defensive. Mew takes 41 to 49. I think it will with me. I have a Heal Beller, so I don't think I should bring that. What else? I mean, Lucario definitely dies. Actually, this should be Earthquake. Let's change this nice and fast. Oh my god. I cannot even type. Earthquake actually does a lot of damage as well. But let's check Lucario. Lucario most certainly dies. I mean, yeah, definitely. Heatran. Actually, let me check something. Let's try offensive, because I usually runs offensive. Earthquake. Okay, let's get rid of the air balloon, because hopefully that'll be popped if he does bring it. Okay, so if we're burned... Okay, I can deal with that. Okay, so I think we're going to do that. I think we're going to run Life Orb. It's so annoying. I don't know what to do with Dragonite. I don't know what to do. I mean, I could run Leftovers and be really unoriginal, which I think I will, actually, because if the Vaporeon scalds me, and he doesn't get the burn, Leftovers will hopefully bring me back up. I don't know. It's gonna be interesting. I have to be wary of Rhydon's Rock Blast, because while I'll take the first Rock Blast, the first hit and Rock Blast very, very easily, he'll break my multi-scale. So I have to be very, very aware of that. I don't think Dragonite's gonna be too pivotal. I actually do like Leftovers more, because Raspberry seems like just a waste. Leftovers will, do me some good. Dragonite, he kind of just had to come because of things like Lucario. He's able to take on Lucario decently well. Tornadus to a certain extent, Electros to a certain extent. The only thing that really deals with Dragonite on his team is the Latios if, you know, we're not at multi-scale. Because, actually, that's a good point, Connor. You're a smart little man. You're a smart little button. You're a smart little button. Let's check right now. Let's go 252. He won't run Modest. Hopefully. Let's check Draco Meteor. How much does Draco Meteor do to this set? We're not this set. Ha ha ha. We're not this set. We're this set. And we're leftovers. And we're not, obviously, we're not burned. If we're burned, Dragonclaw doesn't actually kill, which is depressing as all hell. But Draco Meteor does a lot of damage, but at multi-scale we do take it, so I think I will run leftovers. I think it's just a smart option. Hopefully Dragonite can do some good. I wanted to run Golurk instead of Dragonite, but Golurk just gets bought by... I wanted to wall the Heatran to a certain extent, but Heatran can Will-O-Wisp us, Vaporeon just walls us straight out. Tornadus can knock off, Lucario can... Actually, Lucario, we deal with Lucario pretty well. Electros can knock off, Rhydon, we can't touch Rhydon. Clefairy can just kind of sit there. Haunter, obviously, can bop us. Tauros actually can't really bop us, but Mega Latios then can bop us. So I wanted to bring Golurk because it can do some good, but there's just too many things it doesn't deal with. So hopefully Dragonite can do some good. I hope it will. So we're going to move on to Milotic. Now this thing is beautiful. We have Aerial, Leftovers, Scald, Hidden Power, Grass, Recover, and Substitute. Now this thing is my pride and joy. This thing will hopefully, like last week against North, week 5 that is, before the bye week, this thing will hopefully bring us to victory. Now, we're running Substitute. Yeah, okay. Scald's there for, you know, obviously stab and burn. Hidden Power Grass is there for the Vaporeon. Because, yeah. Recover is there for recover. And Substitute is there because with this set, Vaporeon does 9 to 11% with Scald. And if we set up a Substitute, we beat the Vaporeon every single time. Not only that, but we can substitute on the Clefairy that wants to Toxic us. Possibly the Heatran upon swapping out. Possibly the Tornadus. You know, I feel like Substitute is a really, really good idea. We can also, we take a Draco Meteor from Nagalario, set up a Substitute, then the next one will do even less, because he's at -2. He'll break the sub, yes, but we'll recover. So we can just, you know, we beat Mega Latios. Even though we don't have Ice Beam, which is really annoying, I feel like we have other things to deal with it, so hopefully, you know, it's not too big of an issue. And literally, Ice Beam is the only thing that hit other than Tornadus, and I can just Scald that. So I really, really, really didn't want to... He might not even bring Mega Latios either, because Aggron is just too much of a problem. But we'll see. Milotic is hopefully going to bring us to justice. At Marvel Scale, I didn't want to run competitive this week because it doesn't take advantage of anything. Obviously, Defrog from Mew could be the only thing, but he has no Intimidators other than Tauros, which probably won't be, you know, Intimidator, probably Sheer Force. I don't think I see anything else. I mean, Flash Cannon, Special Defense drop from Heatran, but that's too situational. Marvel Scale is good because, you know, Scald from Vaporeon will actually, you know, do some good. Heatran, if he wants a Will-O-Wisp, that gives us a really, really free swap. Clefairy also, but hopefully if he Toxics me, I have a sub up, so hopefully Milotic can do some good. I think it will, and I'm just hoping and praying. We're going to move on to Tinkerbell the Sylveon, definitely one of the rocks, Dwayne Johnsons of this team. Hyper Voice, Heal Bell, Wish, and Protect. Leftovers with max HP. Whoopsie daisy. Whoa, boy. Calm your horses. This is supposed to be an odd HP stat because you can take more Stealth Rock damage then. We've done the same with every Mon, I assume. Let's just make sure. I'm pretty sure I have. I have. So, we have Hyper Voice here. We obviously have the standard Cleric set. Now, I know I said after the bye week, after we drafted Zatsu, which we did, thankfully, I was going to use more offensive Sylveon. But this wasn't really the week because Heatran. That's really just the short and sweet of it. Heatran completely fecks up Sylveon. Nothing else on his team really fecks it up. Vaporeon, we do beat Vaporeon 1v1 with Sylveon because we do 29 to 31% to a physically defensive Vaporeon with Hyper Voice. And he does like 15 to 19. If he gets the burn, obviously that'll help him. We have Heal Bell. It'll be very, very stally, but we do eventually win that just because we hit harder. And I believe... Actually, I don't think we outspeed. Actually, that might be very, very pivotal, what I just said there. 65. Okay, we're gonna make this stat. We're gonna make this. I think that's what we want it to be. I think. No, 167. What is your maths, Connor? God. And we're going to bring this down by 2 as well, because hopefully it won't matter too much. No. There. Okay, so hopefully that'll allow us to outspeed the Vaporeon. He definitely will bring Vaporeon. I don't think there's any, like, if he doesn't bring it, great. That means, you know, I mean, Milotic is kind of useless then, but next we have Juan Cena, who I am so happy to introduce to the league. Okay, so we picked up Girder in the bye week. We dropped him for Hitmonlee. Well, we didn't drop him for Hitmonlee, but we basically did. That was the intent. We picked up Girder, Juan Cena, because Girder messes up his team. Now, before the draft, instead of Tornadus, he had Porygon. Before Electros, he had Flygon. And before Clefairy, he had Almost There. Against that team, Girder completely wrecks. Because of Tornadus and because of Clefairy, he doesn't do as much. But I still think he does an incredible amount. He's able to wall the Heatran, wall the Vaporeon, wall the Lucario, surprisingly enough. Only takes 60% max from a Life Orb with close combat. Adamant from Lucario. And then Drain Punch obviously one-shots. Rhydon it actually deals with surprisingly well. Haunter obviously with knockoff. Toro surprisingly enough with what's it called? Drain Punch. Megaladios, we can hit it with knockoff, but I'm never really staying in against it unless I'm just sacking it off. And hopefully he sets up on me, and that'd be funny because I do like tons of damage in. We're running a very odd set. We're not running offensive. We're running definitely bulky. We're running 248 in HP, 4 in attack, 240 in special defense with 16 in speed with an adamant nature. Guts obviously because of the, you know, previously mentioned toxic Will-O-Wisp from Vaporeon or whatever. 16 in speed is therefore, I believe, the Clefairy. Clefairy, I believe, is 40. No, that's Clefable. You silly goose, you. Clefairy is 35, so that's just in case he wants to speed creamy. And I also believe it's for the Rhydon. I believe it's for the Rhydon. So I just ran just enough speed to where if he runs enough speed, I'll outspeed him by 1 point. So if he tries to outspeed us, we'll outspeed him, no matter what, hopefully. We do outspeed a lot of things on his T. Well, that's a lie. That's a lie. But Electros, we do outspeed Electros, I think. I'm pretty sure Electros is like, unless I'm thinking of something else. Unless it's 55. No, it's 50. Yeah, we don't outspeed Electros. God damn it. God damn it. God damn it. Maybe we should. But that's with Quiet Nature. Never mind. So we're running Drain Punch, Mach Punch, Knockoff, and Poison Jab. Poison Jab is there for the Clefairy. That's literally it. Drain Punch and Mach Punch is there because they're amazing moves. And Knockoff's there for the Mew. And just for, you know, just in general, I'm probably going to click Knockoff. Now, even if he wants to bring in the Lucario predicting the Knockoff, we can just Mach Punch next turn. So it's no big deal. So I think Juan Cena is so pivotal in this match. He's definitely going to be the MVP by the end of it if I play him right. Hopefully I do. Hopefully I don't just sack him off. He's basically my second answer to Vaporeon. I know I'm, you know, saying a lot about Vaporeon, but it is very scary if you don't know how to deal with it. It also deals with the Electros surprisingly well. The only thing that really messes it up is the Mega Latios. The Clefairy to a certain extent, even though it can't really, you know, destroy it with Moonblast, it does like 24%, which is still a lot, but Poison Jab does a lot, so it's fine. The only thing that really messes up is Tornadus, because we can't touch Tornadus for anything. I wanted to run Ice Punch instead of Poison Jab, because that way I can hit the Latios and the Tornadus, but then he drafted Clefable, so I couldn't do any more. And finally we have Espio, Assault Vest Heliolisk. I told you guys, after the bye week, we're going to do some messed up shit, and we're going to mess with our opponents, and you know what? We're going to do that today. We're running Assault Vest Heliolisk with Dry Skin, Thunderbolt, Volt Switch, Hyper Voice, and Surf. 196 in special attack, 128 in special defense, and 184 in speed with an timid nature. Now, with this speed stat, we're able to outspeed, I believe, it's supposed to be the Lucario? We're never gonna outspeed the Tornadus or the Mega Latios. I accepted that. And with the Assault Vest, we actually do pretty well against them, actually. It was made to outspeed something. Maybe the Mew? Mew. Meow. Let's check Mew quickly. I believe it was for the Mew. 328. Yeah. So if you bring it down by 1 point, it goes to 328. So it was for the Mew. If he runs max speed Mew, we will always outspeed it, which is nice. We unfortunately had to run Timid because we wouldn't outspeed the Mew. But I don't think it's too big of an issue. I'd rather just run Modest, and then even then, I don't think we would have done too much. Volt Switch is obviously there for initiative. Thunderbolt is there for good stab. Hyper Voice is the same, able to hit the Latios. also the Electros, and Surf is there literally. Surf is just there for the ride-on. I don't have to worry, and actually the Heatran as well. He's never going into Vaporeon when I feel it'll scout. So even if he predicts the Surf, that's fine. I just go for Electrite move next turn, which I mean is whatever. Even though I probably always go for Hyper Voice unless the Rhydon is out. Literally, that's like and Heatran. And Lucario is obviously a problem if he has Vacuum Wave, but we can actually take one with the Zolfest. I can actually take one if he's not Life Orb, I think. So that's our team. Hopefully, it can lead us to victory. I do have faith in our team. I do think our team can beat Six Paths, but he is 5-0, so we are definitely the underdogs. I am giving all of the credit to Six Paths in the world. I'm not going to underestimate him at all. I'm going to play to my absolute best. If you guys are hyped as I am, and you are rooting for your Cork City Cradillys, make sure to hit the like button down below for subscribe for Nudes, and I will see you guys in the video that will hopefully be going up later tonight. With that being said, I'll see you guys later. Bye-bye!